Hey guys, have you ever heard of the four zones? Well, let's see. In the world of Indamati and Earth Eye's reality, there are four zones that every single bubble of reality is a part of. And of course they were all made from human imagination, from their arts, their culture, their everything really, including their talents. That's why some of them take on the appearance of things such as makeup, or food, or plants, or animals, or books, or basically anything that anybody can make or imagine or have an interest in, which leads to a lot of beings, being created from those interests and being brought forth into the world by the very same imaginary forces that rule people's minds every day. Of course, this can also lead to things that aren't exactly considered to be well, they're not necessarily great to most people anyway. It can lead to things like fears and delusions being brought into the world as well, which unfortunately happened due to the Box of Evils incident, which is how two of the zones were formed, out of fear and nightmares. The four zones are as follows. There's dreams, there's reality, there's delusion, and there's nightmare. And all magical creatures aside from humans and celestials fall under four categories. They fall under fantasy, reality, madness, and void. Now, fantasy creatures have an advantage over madness-based creatures, and madness-based creatures have an advantage over reality, and reality has an advantage against fantasy. The Void doesn't have any strength of its own against the others, but doesn't have any weaknesses to itself or the others as well. Hmm. Say, guys, did you know that everything that is imagined is in a closed system, which means that there's so many different combinations that are possible, including ones long lost and forgotten. And part of the reason, and that's part of the reason why there's so many varied, creatures like me, as well as so many very true hearts out there. As you see, true hearts are the force of imagination, and the medium that I hold right now comes from my heart, and it's a rejection of my ability to, utilize the true arts and use the force of imagination for good. Of course, there are those who use it to hurt people, and I'm here to stop them. After all, I don't want this world to succumb to fear, after all, because there are those who very much will do that. Say, have you ever seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Well, let's just say that not every dream is necessarily a good idea, even when brought into physical form. Some of them are like light bulbs, and some of them are like atomic bombs, you see. And that's kind of the reality of it ever since the Box of Evils incident. And that is why I've been trained to deal with all those threats out there. All those little nightmares and delusions that people come up with every day, as well as their twisted dreams and broken reality. I'll see you in the next. Remember to play games and have fun. Okay, bye bye now.